Observers, Brian Robson, Chip Kerrigan, Carol Giebord. Bit TV tonight is done by Vincent Sperling and Mike Leonard. Interviews with Bill Keating and Jenny Kemp. Scoring tonight, Bob Burns. Running the Colorado system, Pete Delgado. Awards and hospitality, we want to thank the St. Xavier Bombers. Announcers tonight, Eric Preisinger, and I'm Mike Carpenter. At this time, in honoring of our great country, if you could please stand and join in the singing of our national anthem. Tonight we are happy to have senior from Springboro High School and swimmer Allison Clough.
It was a very, very good meet this morning at Milford. I don't know, what side were you at? Nope.
Allison Clough, senior from Springboro. Great job, Allison.
Okay.
Starting off tonight, we have a swim-off. Event 150 boys freestyle swim-off. In lane 3,
I cannot.
Peter Hay.
Okay. We're getting ready for the swim off here. We've got two different swim offs. Peter Hay from Mason and Nicholas Pera from Cincinnati St. Xavier. Will McCullough from Archbishop Moeller and Mitchell Fry from Xavier. It's a clean start.
Check. Okay, now we have the swim off right there, and actually it's one's for 22nd, I think one's for 16th. Nicholas Perina, 22.52, and Mitchell Fry, both a St. X win, those swim offs. That is the first order of business tonight. Again, welcome to the Classic. There's a finals tonight. The 2015 Southwest Ohio Swim Classic. I'm Mike Leonard, along with Benson Sperling and the entire Waycross Community Media team. We're proud to bring you the finals for day one, the 2015 Southwest Ohio Swim Classic. This morning, out of 9 preliminary sites, there were 2,816 swimming athletes competing for the top 16 spots here tonight at each event. 110 teams across Southwest Ohio, the Southwest District, the District of Champions, and the Ohio High School Swimming. A tremendously large event. And right now you have the top 16 qualifiers from all those prelim sites this morning.
That has to be a record. I believe that is our largest number ever. Okay, we have the 400 medley relay, which is 100 of each stroke, 100 back, 100 breast, 100 fly, 100 free.
And that
clean start.
Heat 1 is in the water. Swimming in lane 1, Cincinnati Turpin. Lane 2, Versailles. Lane 3, Walnut Hills. Lane 4, Indian Hill. Lane 5, Kings. Lane 6, Sycamore. Lane 7, Kettering Altar. And lane 8, Cincinnati Country Day. One of the things that makes this meet so special, and Vincent, you and I have done this for almost 20 years now, is for our new viewers, this is not the regular high school order of events. They offer all events that you would see at a college level or a USA or YMCA swimming invitational. That makes it special for these kids because they get to swim their other events in addition to the regular high school events. This would be one of those events. 400 medley relay is not in the regular high school order of events. Usually it's just a 200 medley relay, and it gives these swimmers a change of pace.
Well, out first on that first leg, Kettering Altar in lane 7 has taken the lead, followed by Indian Hill. That's Grace Stimson is out in lane 4.
Grace Stimson of Indian Hill.
Tyson.
For Altar.
It's very tight from the rest of the field, but Altar out way ahead. Indian Hill currently in second. Grace Stimson.
Butterfly for Kettering Altar will be sophomore Sarah Cady. They're being chased by Indian Hill. Junior Kevin Lansdale.
And right now, Altar has a lead. Michelle Prayson. Sarah Cady going on the butterfly leg right there.
That's a 106.6 for Michelle Prayson.
Followed by Indian Hill. Devin Lanstra, swimming junior from Indian Hill, swimming the butterfly leg.
Here comes Devin Lanstra from Indian Hill on lane 4.
Just closing ground. Kettering Altar hanging on. Here comes Lanstra, Indian Hill. Lane 4. And in lane 3, that's Walnut Hills. Kira Hassel. Lane 6, Sycamore. Hannah May. Devin Lanstra's taking a commanding lead now. Altar's hanging on there. And Indian Hill running away with the heat. Altar trying to get back into it. Sycamore, it's a good battle for second.
Bridget Pavlik of Indian Hill.
And they're closing. They have to have a good second 50.
Here comes Sycamore. They're going to challenge Indian Hill here at Mary Margaret Fry.
Turning into a tight race. They're closing on the leader. Sycamore is in second. You can see her. Got a half a body behind. Looks like Indian Hill tight on here. It's going to be tight. Indian Hill is going to hold on for the victory. Winning consolation heat with a time of 4:08.40. Second, Sycamore with a 4:08.42. So 2 100s. Turned out to be an extremely close race.
And now we're ready for the final heat of the 400.
Kettering Altar holds on for third with a 4:10.53.
Swimming in heat 2. Lane 1, Springboro. Lane 2, Oakwood. Lane 3, Centerville. Lane 4, Cincinnati St. Ursula. Lane 5, Mason. Lane 6, Marymount. Lane 7, Ursuline. Lane 8, Beaver Creek. Top seed, Cincinnati St. Ursula, has a freshman leading off the relay. It's Hannah Foster. Julia Volpenheim from Mason. Caroline Blood for Ursuline Academy.
St. Ursula in lane 4 is our top seed. A very fast morning swimmer, 3:56.9. Once again, the classic record is very fast.
Out to the early lead.
51.1 set last year.
Volpenheim out of Mason.
Down here in lane 1, that's
She's
Hannah
very good
Whiteley.
underwater. You can see how she explodes through her 15-meter mark. Got about a full body length on everyone right now. I believe she's our top seed tonight in the 100 back.
Whiteley out 26.9. Very fast first 50. Lane 6, that's Marymount. Brooke Waller with a good lead.
And we're very tight for second. Looks like lane 4 now. Hannah Foster out of St. Ursula in second. And Mason out. I'm sorry, it's Springboro in lane 1.
There goes Marianne Kamen. 55.46 for Hannah Whiteley, junior from Springboro.
It's Kaufman in lane 1, holding on to the lead, but here comes St. Ursula. And Marymount now surging forward with Leah Dupree. Looks like Claire Gilmore is going to be doing the fly for Marymount. Marissa Delgado for Ursula. And both those teams have now caught our leader from Springboro. Springboro has Sally Clough coming up. The fly, those 3 teams now coming to the wall. Good pickups. A great start out of lane 5. That was Claire Gilmore. She took a quick lead there. Marissa Delgado is a strong 200 flyer, so she will continue to get into the race. And you can see her picking up her momentum there. And it's very tight between Marymount and St. Ursula. Gilmore holding a slight lead. Delgado coming strong. And now up in lane 7, St. Ursula, Sydney Lundquist.
Marymount High School, Claire Gilmore having a good butterfly swim.
And anchoring for Marymount will be Katie Gaburo. And St. Ursula, that's Ashley Walkenhurt. Slight lead now for St. Ursula. And battle now for third between Ursuline Academy and Mason.
St. Ursula Academy in lane 4. Looking good also in 6 still is Marymount.
Looks like St. Ursula's going to get the victory. Marymount's going to be second. The battle now for third.
And we could have a new meet record on the first race. St. Ursula in lane 4.
The record, Benson, is a 3:51.11 from Ursuline Academy in 2014 last year.
Looks like that record is going to hold up. Very tight. Exactly 1 second off the record. Marymount was second with a time of 3:54.31. Ursuline was third, 3:58.47. So a great way to start our meet today. And now we'll be going to the boys 400 medleys.
In lane 1 will go to West, lane 2, Cincinnati Token, lane 3, Springboro, lane 4, Stephen Carroll, lane 5, Oakwood, lane 6, Sycamore, lane 7, McNeil, Buller, lane 8, Indian Hill.
Okay, and now we have in lane 1, Lakota West. Lane 2, Cincinnati Turpin. Lane 3, Springboro. Lane 4, Dayton Carroll. Lane 5, Oakwood. Lane 6, Sycamore. Lane 7, Valdosta Butler. Lane 8, Cincinnati Indian Hill. And they're off. Looks like a very good start in lane 6 of Sycamore, and lane 7, Butler. Mark Hancher, the early lead. Now down here in lane 2, that's Turpin. Jonathan Erkinson. A very tight field. Turpin with a slight lead going into the 75-yard mark. See a good picture of Turpin at the top of the screen there. And two-step step up. For Turpin, that is Sean Tanska. And now Dayton Carroll, Dominic Harry coming up in lane. I'll take that back. That's going to be Sycamore. Sycamore coming up strong right there. Rick New.
Rick New.
Wow, what a great leg Rick is having. He looks really, really good right there. Good extension. Pulling away from the field. Now that was Jackson Higgins. My apologies. I was looking the wrong lane. Okay, now we have Oakwood pulling away. That's Liam Halpin.
Liam Halpin, sophomore for Oakwood.
And now we have Springboro coming up strong too. Cameron Wallace. Dayton Carroll trying to make their move. So we've got a tight race now for second. Oakwood still leading. Connor Hart going into the water right there for Oakwood. Springboro, Justin Chapman giving chase. Dayton Carroll, Ignatius. Oakwood hanging on. Springboro in second. Very good race now. Can he run him down? Looks like he's battling. Got him in his sights. Oakwood hangs on. At a time of 3:38.49. Second place is Springboro, 3:38.75. Finishing third, Dayton Carroll, 3:41.86. Now the championship finals, Mike.
Now swimming in lane 1, Mason. Lane 2, Lakota East. Lane 3, Cincinnati Madera. Lane 4, Seven Hills. Lane 5, Cincinnati St. Xavier. Lane 6, Archbishop Moeller. Lane 7, Centerville. And lane 8, Cincinnati, Wyoming.
The meet record is from 2003, 3:27.74 by St. Xavier.
Interesting matchup. Division II Seven Hills versus Division I St. Xavier, right middle of the lane tonight. This morning, just about 6/10 difference.
They were right together.
I don't think they swam at the same site. It'd be interesting to see them go head-to-head right now.
I believe Xavier was at Miami and Seven Hills was at Countryside.
So it'll be an interesting race right between, in the middle of your TV. Will be the yellow cap and the blue cap. No, that's Marymount. It'll be two blue caps next to each other. Actually, that's Moeller with the yellow cap. James Ray, swimming, senior swimming for St. Xavier, and Matthew Marquard, Seven Hills.
Yes.
Junior for Seven Hills.
Marquardt has a slight lead. Up in lane 7, Centerville.
Got fast legs of him.
Dylan Curtis.
Very fast leg flip right there. And good underwater. These guys all have good underwater kickouts.
James Ray holding on. Out in 50.3. That's, I believe that's James' best time. Very good lead-off leg for Xavier.
That was Matthew.
Oh, I'm sorry.
50.3.
52.2 for James Ray.
Great. So swimming breaststroke, Pierce Kaiser, senior from Seven Hills, and that's Dylan Froas, of sophomore for St. X. Right now, Muller moving up. That's Cooper Hodge. Seven Hills clear.
Seven Hills holding on.
Lead over the field.
It's a tight battle. Muller is taking second now with Cooper Hodge strong leg.
Coming up in the butterfly leg, Grant House for St. Xavier. Tim Hagemeister, Seven Hills. And Jacob Polquin, junior from Muller.
Tim Hagemeister for Seven Hills. Muller, Jacob Pelquin. Closing very quickly. And third, Grant House. And also from Madeira, that's Ryan Stevenson. And fourth, trying to challenge X for third. Grant's pulling up. Seven Hills still holding the lead over Muller. A tight race.
Sean Gray anchoring for Seven Hills. Matt Slavey for St. X. And Kevin George for Muller. So be Muller now in Seven Hills, battling back and forth.
Very tight. Great race. Seven Hills looks like they pulled away a little bit here. And you're right, a Division II school battling the big schools. And he's holding on. He had a very good first lap, first 50, 22.8. You have to have a good third wall. It's tight.
Kevin George coming on strong. Here comes Muller.
And they're looking at each other. And it looks like Seven Hills is hanging on. What a great race. Muller.
Muller.
27.79. Just missing the record by 5/100ths. Both teams right on the record.
Seven Hills 327.81 and St. Xavier 331.13. That's a nice way.
Great way to start the meet. Right. Great way to start the meet.
I'll tell you, Kevin George had great closing speed on that. Going from the flags to the wall, it's kind of hard for us to see at our vantage point. He definitely was in second position.
Right here on the tape, we see it.
Look at that. Even there, it looks like he's ahead.
There was an example of a glide on the finish.
Yeah.
And a person who went to the wall with a little less glide. He probably
shades of the great Olympic race.
That reminds you of the Phelps race in the 100 fly when he got his 8 medals. So yeah. It's a little bit better to jam it in there than to glide. So
got to finish strong.
Okay, and now we're to the 200 freestyle.
Okay, so girls 200-yard freestyle. Swimming in lane 1, Emma King, Centerville. Lane 2, Maddie Eckley, Centerville. Lane 3, Amanda Deller, Macaulay. Lane 4, Madeline Schaefer, Springfield. Lane 5, Sally Clough, Springboro. Lane 6, Julia Moran, Ursuline Academy. Lane 7, Raleigh Grinder, Ursuline Academy. Lane 8, Abby Rapian of Taylor.
And Madeline Schaefer out first. Springboro, junior for Springfield. 157 this morning. All of our girls this morning qualified under 2 minutes. And she is out to a commanding body and a half lead. Mike, you'll see occasionally a swimmer in the console heat who, had they gone the time they do at night, they would have been high in the finals. So this would be an example of that. She's out. She's out in 54.8, so she's really gone after it. If she holds on, she's going to have a very good time. Good battle for second. And up in lane 1, Emma King from Centerville, currently holding second place. And now she's filling her early speed. Alan Schaefer, she's hanging in there. She may have stolen the race with her first half. You get those leadership muscles coming. Still leading the race. Lane 1, trying to get up there. Emma King. And we've got a very good drop. 154.06. 3.5 second drop from this morning. Emma King gets second.
So in the championship final, lane 1, Katie Kerr, Cincinnati St. Ursula. Lane 2, Marissa Martin, Anderson. Lane 3, Hannah Foster, St. Ursula. Lane 4, Alexandra Wooden, or Allie Wooden, Cincinnati Country Day. Lane 5, Josie Grody, St. Ursula. Lane 6, Molly Zilch, St. Ursula. Lane 7, Claire Gilmore, Marymount. Lane 8, Olivia Chick, Yellow Springs.
And this is a strong field, Mike. We have a meet record of 148.64 from 1985. Buffy Prager. Finneytown.
Yeah, this is the old, I believe this is the oldest record still on the books.
I believe it is too.
Buffy Krieger, Finneytown High School, way back in 1985. The first year, I believe, the Classic, or the second year 2 of the Classic.
30 years.
This should be a good race. Lane 7.
Okay, the early lead, Allie Wooden.
Classic champion. She was also the Division II state
Lane
champion
4.
last year. Lane 4, Allie Wooden was a Division II runner-up at the state meeting.
Hannah Foster right there, right on her hip, along with Josie Grody from St. Ursula, both St. Ursula.
Making her classic debut in an individual event here. She's a sophomore from Ursula, 25.7.
And they turn at 25, so they're out very well.
It's Grody in 5, Wooden in 4 at the 75.
Interesting to see. Most of these girls are not wearing speed suits.
Right, right.
Some are, some aren't. Sure, they have their choice.
Yes.
I had a discussion with some of our athletes on that this week.
It is a very tight race. Both Allie Wooden and Josie Grody out in 53.3, 53.5 respectively.
Girls are out fast.
And they're looking right at each other. Allie Wooden shifting into a new gear, is starting to pull away on the third 50. Grody went out very fast with her and is starting to fall a little bit off the pace. Allie Wooden pulling away up in lane 7. That's
Claire Gilmore.
Claire Gilmore. now pulling up in third.
Allie Wooden in the lead. Josie Brody chasing her. 148.6 is the record.
Allie Wooden running away with the race.
148.64.
And she's going to be at 148.95. Very challenging the record, just missing it by 3/10. That's a great swim.
That's a great swim.
A big smile right there.
The classic, an excellent swim.
Grody hangs on for second with a time of 151.0 and 153.44 for Claire Gilmore for third. And now we move to the boys 200 freestyle.
Our next event in 106, the boys 200 yard freestyle.
And Mike will set the field. Console heat.
Swimming in the B final with the boys 200-yard freestyle. Lane 1, Patrick Butkovic, St. Xavier. Lane 2, Josh Rochelot, Monroe. Lane 3, Justin Crew, Springfield Shawnee. Lane 4, Grant Carr, Cincinnati St. Xavier. Lane 5, Jacob Waters, Cincinnati St. Xavier. Lane 6, Liam Moran, Cincinnati St. Xavier. Lane 7, Tim Hagemeister of Seven Hills. And lane 8, Matthew Marquardt of Seven Hills. Looks like Tim's just getting to the blocks, Tim Hagemeister.
And they're off. Tim Magenhester. In lane 7 goes out very quickly. Seven Hills. Field's very even right now. Now lane 6, that's Liam Moran. Now Xavier. St. Xavier now takes the early lead. So now in lanes 2 and 3,
Josh Rochelot and Justin Crew.
lane 3 really did a nice job of swimming that third 50. Justin Crew out of Springfield Shawnee. He looks great. Nice wall, bottom arm, second stroke, great wall skills. That's a very smooth technical stroke. And he's a senior. And he's swimming with good confidence right there. Lane 6, Liam Moran in second, being challenged now by Josh. Say that last name, Mike.
Rochelot.
Rochelot. Wow, what a great swim. 142.96. Dropped 4 seconds from his morning swim. Would have seated him third this morning.
He wasn't feeling it this morning.
He wasn't feeling it.
Swimming in the A final, lane 1, Jackson Higgins. Lane 2, Charles Leibson. Lane 3, Zach Apple. Lane 4, Justin Hove. Lane 5, Hassler Carroll. Lane 6, Joshua McDonald. Lane 7, Hank Seifert. And lane 8, Joel Thatcher.
Took 145.1 to make the championship final this evening. The meet record is held by Olympian Joey Huopol, 139.43 in 1992.
Your number 1 seed tonight comes in with a time of 142.14. A senior from Mason, he finished 6th in this event right out here. Justin Hove. In lane 5, a junior from Anderson, Hassler Carroll. In lane 6, finished 14th in this event last year. A sophomore from Lakota East, Joshua McDonald. In lane 7, 12th in this event last year to 146.19, a sophomore from Xenia, Hank Seifert. And in
So as we wait the start of the introduction, the player introductions, this race is looks to be on paper very tight, as we have 3 kids at 142s and a 143 low.
And you're right, there were a couple of guys suited up, 6 did not. Actually, it's like, well, most of them were in about half and half, jammers and non-jammers.
So our early leader looks to be Zach Apple of Trenton Edgewood.
Lane 3 right now, Zach Apple holding the lead. And then lane 1, that's Jackson Higgins from Oakwood. And we saw Oakwood have that great relay.
Hank
Seifert up there from Xenia, a sophomore. This is a mixed bag. We've got several seniors and we've got several sophomores, 1 junior, a couple juniors. Kel Hessler is now starting to come on strong. He's a distance guy out of Anderson, and he's really coming up. But lane 1, holding on to the lead, that's Higgins from Oakwood, and he's running away with it. And the guys aren't seeing him; they're seeing each other in the middle, and he's up on top of our screen, and he's pulling away.
Like a body length over the rest of the field.
You call this outside smoke. He's gonna win the race. No one's gonna catch him. It's a battle now for second. Although Hessler's making a great charge. Well, I may have spoken too soon. But we'll see.
I think you're right. Originally.
Well, I could be. Lane 3 really coming on strong now. That's Apple. Trenton Edgewood, and I was correct. Higgins held on. 139.74, just missing the record. We've had some near misses already.
And it's interesting because that record right there would have been beating Joey Hudepol's record from way back in 1992, a state record, 139.43.
Right. 139 was Jackson Higgins as the second fastest time.
Carroll ended up 3rd with a 141.23. So those are great swims right now.
And that was Jackson. His swim was the second fastest time in Classic history for that event.
Yeah, those were some great 200s. And we had right before that, we had Allie Wooden just missing the long-standing record by Buffett.
Impressive. And those are stud records.
Those are tough records.
That's why they're on the books still. So just to get close to them, so close to them, these athletes are doing quite well.
Right.
400 IM for the girls. Swimming in heat 1, Mira Rhodes of Oakwood. Lane 2, Cassidy Fry of Oakwood. Lane 3, Grace Hoffman of Centerville. Lane 4, Brooke Woolard of Marymount. Lane 5, Laramie Reed of Springfield Northeastern. Lane 7, Marissa Martin of Anderson. Lane 8, Kathleen Mulligan of Oakwood. And Lane 8, Marion Kamen of Springboro. Looks like we have our first interview of the evening, and once again, we have a crew of doing interviewers, and we'll head over to Billy Keating for the first one.
We'd like to introduce the interviewers tonight. First person is Meredith Griffin. She's Assistant Director of Competitive Swimming for Powell Crosley Y. Now, you moved to Cincinnati a couple years ago?
Actually, I moved to Cincinnati 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago? What brought you to Queen City? You were down in Florida, weren't you?
I was in Florida. The winters can be so dreary there.
So you wanted to come up here for the cold?
Absolutely. I had a great coaching opportunity at the Powell Crosley YMCA to join Mike Leonard, and I couldn't pass that up.
Did he pay you to say that?
Maybe.
Now, you have over 25 years of coaching, Y, club, everything else. What do you think of this meet?
This is one of the greatest meets I've been to. It's unique. It's unlike any other meet in the country, and the opportunity it provides kids in Southwest Ohio is just amazing.
Now, I understand you're a big NFL fan. How about those Dallas Cowboys?
Oh, no, don't do that to me.
Now, I understand about 25, 30 years ago, Washington, D.C. was not in gridlock. Everything was happening, but then you moved out of town, and it's all gotten worse.
Yeah, that's the secret to the Redskins' demise is my leaving, for sure.
In Congress.
Well,
you'll hear some great questions, interviews tonight with Meredith. Meredith, good luck.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Mike, we're back to the 400 IM. And we've got a tight race right there. You can see in lanes 2, 3, and 5, and now 4.
That'll be Cassidy Fry in 2, Grace Hoffman in 3, Brooke Woolard in 4, Laramie Reed in 5.
We have a new leader, Grace Hoffman from Centerville.
And now the breaststroke looks like Cassidy Fry from Oakwood has taken a slight lead, and those girls are very close. The breaststroke often separates them in this 400 IM. But these look like all 4 are swimming fairly strong. Great underwater pullout in lane 4. That's Brooke Woolard out of Marymount High School, a freshman. Laramie Reed in lane 5 now coming up, taking the lead. They touch right together. And Laramie, a freshman out of Springfield North. This is a great race. These girls were very close this morning. Only 2,100 separated them, and you can see tonight's no different. It's going to come down to their freestyle leg. And they've pulled away from the field. Oftentimes, Mike, when you see 2 athletes racing side by side like this, and they get into it and they just sort of ignore the rest of the field and run away from the field. And that's what we're seeing right here. They're battling for this B-final championship. And Laramie, a slight edge coming off that wall. And she looks like she's a little stronger right there coming off her walls. Accelerated her kick out of that turn. Brooke Woolard trying to battle and get back into it. They have to really bring it home to catch her. Cassidy Fry up in lane 2. Looks like she is in 3rd. From Oakwood, she's holding on there. Looks like Laramie Reed is going to get the victory. Needs to have a solid turn here. And she did. A nice press. Full top arm.
Laramie Reed with a strong freestyle leg. She's going to be our winner here in this first heat.
Okay.
For the 400 IM.
And this is a good solid swim from this morning.
4:37.21.
Okay, she went basically on her time from this morning, or actually it's a time final, isn't it?
Yes, time
So
final.
that's right on her
best
seed time.
Yeah.
So that's a very strong swim there. And time final, Mike, we'll explain that to our audience. That means that the athletes were seeded and the top 16 swam tonight. Swimmers that swam in the morning have a chance to move into those final scoring positions if they went faster in their prelim sites. And now we have our championship final.
So here are the top 8 qualifiers for the girls 400 IM. Swimming in lane 1, Megan Sattel, Miamisburg. Lane 2, Katie Sickinger, Oakwood. Lane 3, Nicole Swartz, Centerville. Lane 4, Sydney Lockquist, senior from Ursuline Academy. Lane 5, Allie Blaybaum, freshman Mason. Lane 6, Madeline Schaefer, Wilmington. Lane 7, Marissa Delgado, Cincinnati St. Ursula. Lane 8, Marie Dockin of Kettering Fairmont.
And the record's held by Jenny Forrester, 4:15.71. Jenny Forrester, you may recall, won about 15 or 16 classic titles in her career. She was a very dominant swimmer. In the IM, you've got to have 4 strong strokes. And so we should see a good race tonight. Cindy Lovequist has been 4:10, which is under the record in a shaved and tapered environment. We'll see how she can approach that record this evening. She's going out pretty strong right here. Looks good. And Sydney does have the early lead.
This is our defending Ohio State Division I 200 IM champion and 500 free. She also won the Classic last year in the 400 IM. Her time last year was 4:26.
Followed closely by Allison Blaybaum out of Mason.
4 laps fly, 4 back, 4 breast, 4 free. Tough event, great event.
Yeah, it's somewhat like the decathlon of swimming. You got to be versatile in everything. They have all 4 strokes, especially you've got to have a breaststroke. If you don't have a breaststroke, you have difficulty being competitive at the highest levels.
Walkway's 59.2. That's a full second ahead of her split from last year. On her way to a 4.26.
59.2 going out, so that's a good solid first 100. You can see she has a very strong backstroke as well. Right now the battle is for second. Lane 6. Marissa Martin out of Anderson, a junior, is in second.
Sydney Lofquist.
She is a very strong swimmer. She's committed to signed with Southern California. They're getting 2 very good swimmers out of this area. Also, Allie Wooden has signed with Southern California. So going to the West Coast. And she is holding her lead. And Marissa from Anderson is also keeping a good rhythm in her backstroke. Oftentimes in the cornered IM, Mike, you like to see your athletes have a nice crossover turn right there for on the back to breast, which is a very important thing. You don't see it all the time in the corner IM. It's more common in the tuner IM. But getting back to the strategy of swimming this, you want your fly to be a strong, powerful, building type first part of the race, and then on your back and your breast and your freestyle. Usually the second 50, the coaches would like to see it be slightly faster than the first 50 as they transition into the stroke and get their feel for the technique of the stroke, and then accelerate into the stroke. The second 50 is often faster than the first 50 of each of those legs. So she is clearly out in the lead. She's got a 4-second lead right now. Equates to about a 3 body length lead. And a very strong showing out in lane 6 by Madeline Schaefer. Wilmington. I think I was
good race for third. Marissa Delgado moving up in lane 7 to challenge for third.
Lundquist has led start to finish. He's going to hold on here.
To 118.5. 425, 426 pace. Madeline Schaefer looking to get under 430.
Madeline Schaefer still holding second. Third place, that's from Oakwood, Katie Slickinger. Seven. So she's going to go probably right around 428, 429 right here. So not going to be on her record or her best time, but she's going to have a good solid victory. Looks very smooth right there. She went at 28.5, 428.5.
428.51.
433.86. And now we go to the boys 400 IM, and again, as Mike mentioned earlier, these are collegiate events. They're not high school events, so athletes swimming club to get a chance to do these events quite a bit, and then when they get to high school they don't have as many opportunities, so this gives them that opportunity to showcase their talents that way.
Swimming in lane 1, Mitchell Ellis of Fairfield. Lane 2, Cooper Keener of Walnut Hills. Lane 3, Nathaniel Lowry, Centerville. Lane 4, Nicholas Piera, St. Xavier. Lane 5, Mac Lewis, Marymount. Lane 6, Liam Halpin of Oakwood. Lane 7, Kevin George of Moeller. And lane 8, Luke Sobolewski, St. Xavier.
And Mike, it looks like quick start there by Mac Lewis in lane 5 from Marymount.
Looks like Billy Keating has an interview.
Well, transplanted to Cincinnati. April Curley, who's a member of the United States Olympic Paralympic team, competed in Beijing in 2008. You're training for Rio in 2016, if I got that right. So, what do you think about the swim meet?
It's really exciting to be here to see all the excitement and all the teams and a lot of great competition here tonight. So really looking forward to talking to some of the swimmers.
Now you competed in both high school and college, just as a regular swimmer, not in the Paralympics, just with all the regular swimmers. Did very well. And then 2006, you picked up?
Yep, I came back into the Paralympic program at that point. Disability swimming I'm having a great experience, really just at this level, trying to train and compete internationally, and getting back into the pool actually with a lot of these kids that are here tonight. So I compete with them in club teams, and it's nice to be able to watch them race and see how they're doing, and gets me excited about what I've got coming up too.
Now, you're American record holder. Do you have a world record too?
I did, yes. We had that in a relay, the 400 free relay.
So you train daily with the Mason Comet?
No, I train daily with the Mason Manor A's, their club team.
Okay.
Well, I want to actually turn the table on you here. We've got Bill Keating here, and you've been announcing and doing interviews for, the last 30 years? Why don't you share a little bit about your experience?
I learned over the years you find people who are better than you. So we got a 25-year coach over here who's taken over, and you can't do better than an Olympian. So we have you. So the key is to know when to get out of the way when the great talent comes to the forefront. So with April and Meredith, it should be a great meet. They'll have great interviews. Good luck.
Yeah, well, thanks for passing the baton.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, and so Mac Lewis had led for most of the race, and now we've had a surge out of Nathan Lowry from Centerville, senior, in lane 3. You see him touching there. It's still very tight, and now it's going to in the second 50 of the breaststroke. And Lowry, that's he's hanging in there, and now we've got Nicholas Pira from St. X coming up. And now Nicholas is taking a slight lead. Lewis trying to hang in there. Nathaniel Lowry right there as well. Nicholas from St. X holding its lead right there. About a body and a half now. Here comes Mac Lewis. Mac is a mid-distance IM type fella, so he's very good in this back part of his race. So he's trying to get up. You see he's charging. Mac Lewis thinks he's got a shot at running him down, so he's going to go after it. Here he comes. He's made up some ground, about a half a body now, separating the two. Nicholas sees him though, and he's accelerated. It's going to be a good race right down to the end. Here comes Mac Lewis.
In 5, the senior from Maryland.
Tight coming home.
It looks like Nicholas is going to hold him off, but it's and he did. Nicholas gets the victory. 4:07.81, 4:08.07 for Mac. And up in lane 7, that's Kevin George with a great strong last 100 there to get third with a time of 4:13.98. Okay, now we have our championship field. The top 8 qualifiers, or top 8 seeded times.
And swimming in lane 1, Justin Crew of Springfield Shawnee. Lane 2, Matthew McDonald, Lakota East. Lane 3, Cooper Hodge, Moeller. Lane 5, Grant House, St. Xavier. Lane 6, Mark Andrew, Middletown. Lane 7, Eric Knowles of Xenia Christian. Lane 8, Owen Measle of New Carlisle, Tecumseh. And lane 7, Sam McCarthy of Centerville.
Okay, a very talented field. Coming up, the record, 3:57.42, Brent Hitchcock out of Catholic Central from 2008. Again, this is not a high school contested event, it's a collegiate event, but we've got some great 400 IMers in this event.
And lane 5, the senior
as we wait the start of the meet, start of the race.
Well, each athlete gets a chance to hear their name over the loudspeaker, and parents are excited about that. And we're ready for our race. And a clean start there. And taking the early lead in lane 5, that's Mark Andrews out of Middletown. Cooper Hodge in lane 3. Grant House is right there as well. We got in lane 6, that's Eric Knowles. And Xenia Christian. Mike Andrews and Cooper Hodge now pretty much even. Andrews with a slight lead, you can see there. Cooper had a very good wall there. He's full even. Okay, and they're going out in a 53-2.
53-25 for Andrew from Middletown.
Mark Andrews holds a slight lead there on the backstroke. Cooper Hodge in second. Eric Knowles from Xenia Christian in third. Grant House in fourth. Mark Andrews out of Middletown. Swimming very strong. Cooper Hodge right there. Cooper's a strong breaststroker, so that should be a good next 100 coming up. Middletown, Andrews still leading, followed by Cooper Hodge, Moeller, lane 3. And it's an even race right now. Hodge is pulled slightly up. They're right together. Andrews holding on. They split 33s there. Cooper 33-3. Mark was 33-9. And it's going to come down to the freestyle, Mike. It's a two-man race. Mark Andrews holding a slight lead. Hodge could pull out there. Up in lane 6, Eric Knowles still holding on to third, being challenged by Grant House in lane 4. And it's coming down to the freestyle. And Mark Andrews pulling away. Cooper Hodge in second. Eric Knowles in third. Grant House in fourth. Down in lane 1, that's Justin Cruz, Springfield in fifth. So, all right, Mark Andrews. He's got a shot at the record. He comes back in 28 right here, Mike.
Yeah, the record is a 3:57.24 from 2008. Brent Hitchcock of Catholic Central. I think there's a very good chance we could have our first record of the evening here.
Be right on it. Well, he's got it. 3:55.33 breaks the record by 1.9.
About 2 seconds.
Almost 2 seconds. That's a great swim. Cooper Hodge finishes second with a 4:01. Knowles gets third with a 4:02.98.
Cincinnati Country Day just won the 200 freestyle. Congratulations. How did it feel?
Felt really, really good. It felt a lot. It was a little bit tougher than this morning, but still felt good.
Yeah, and it's the second fastest in Classics history. How did that? I mean, that's great.
I'm very amazed by that.
That's awesome. And you were saying you're going to USC, right?
I am, yes.
Yeah. Very good. Well, good luck next year.
Thank you very much.
All right, Allie Wooden, our girls winner of the 200 freestyle from Cincinnati Country Day, on her way to USC next year. This is girls 50 freestyle, swimming lane 1, Michelle Prayson, lane 2, Priscilla Wu, lane 3, Carolyn Blood, lane 4, Megan Bobick, lane 5, Olivia Chick, lane 6, Peyton Kiner, lane 7, Abby Essler, and lane 8, Leah Thomas.
Lane 6. Neiman Halpin got out to the early lead, holding on.
Peyton Kiner.
Peyton Kiner, 24-34, very good swim in the consolation heat.
That's correct, Kiner.
Peyton Kiner, 24-34, followed by Olivia Chick, 24-81, and third place goes to Carolyn Blood, 24-86. Swimming in the A final, lane 1, Emily Lane, Beaver Creek, lane 2, Lexi Fleeman, Versailles, lane 3, Nora Fullenkamp, Centerville, lane 4, Ashley Volkenheim, Mason, lane 6, Ashley Volker-Dean, freshman Cincinnati St. Ursula, lane 6, Hannah Whiteley, Springboro, lane 7, Jordan Decker of Mason, and lane 8, Devin Lanstra of Indian Hill.
From Mason, Ashley Volkenheim.
All these girls this morning went under 24-9. 24-9 to make it back this evening.
Swimming in lane 6, a junior from Springboro.
Pretty good separation between Ashley's 23.5 and it's a 7/8 tenths is a big difference in a 50. So she can duplicate that right there. That record is 23.6. If she does it in the morning, does it count?
No.
Does not. It has to be done at finals.
Right.
Interesting.
Very.
Well, this is her shot right here to go get it. And she does have the early lead. Devin Lanstra had a great start out in lane A.
23.63, the record.
He has got a great turn. Good wall. Bringing it home. And she got it. 23.18. He crushed it. Half a second.
Half a second.
That's a lot.
Shatters the record for the 53. Sophomore from Mason High School.
Well,
second place goes to. Who's second place go to?
second place
goes to Nora Fullenkamp of Centerville. Third place goes to Emily Lane, swimming in lane 1 of junior from Beaver Creek. Okay, swimming in the B final for the boys 50-yard freestyle. Lane 1, Jack Gurman, Morrow, Little Miami. Lane 2, Pierce Kaiser, Seven Hills. Lane 3, Dylan Curtis of Centerville. Lane 4, James Ray, Cincinnati St. Xavier. Lane 5, Matt Slavey, Cincinnati St. Xavier. Lane 6, Justin Grender, freshman, Cincinnati St. Xavier. Lane 7, Carson Burt, Wyoming. Lane 8, Peter He of Mason.
24.4 is what it took to get to this console heat. 21.24, Luke Rodenbaugh from Oak Hills in 2009 holds the record. Zach Apple this morning, who we'll see in the next heat, was within 1/100th of that.
Our next event is the boys 50-yard freestyle. This is heat 1, your consolation heat. Germany 1, Kaiser 2, Curtis in 3, Ray in 4, Slavey in 5, Rinder in 6, Burke in 7, He in lane 8. Third place, lane 3, Dylan Curtis. Curtis Jr. from Centerville.
Centerville.
Curtis.
Dalen Curtis out of Centerville with a time of 21:90.
Second place goes to Jack Gurman of swimming up in lane 1, 22:06. Third place, Carson Bird, Cincinnati, Wyoming, 22:19.
Very good. Dropped about 3 seconds on all those, 3/10 a second on all those. And now we have our championship final.
Swimming in lane 1, Chris Corin of Centerville. Lane 2, Sam Vester, Indian Hill. Lane 3, Joe Burno, St. Xavier. Lane 4, Zach Apple. We've seen him earlier, Trenton Edgewood. Lane 5, Elias Bell, Tippecanoe. Lane 6, Mason McCargish of Eaton. Lane 7, Corey Shanahan, Vandalia Butler. And lane 8, Alex Rogers, Kettering Alter.
And in the middle of the pool, we have Zach Apple, who's had a good meet so far.
Winner of the 200 freestyle.
And he's
convincingly.
He's right on the time this morning to get the meet record, so we'll see if he's able to
the meet
turn
record
on the gear.
The meet record is a 21.24 from 2009. Luke Rodenball, Oak Hills High School.
Your number 1 seed comes in with a time of 21:25. A senior from Edgewood.
Mike, this meet, this race is a mad dash. Start, turn, finish.
Lane 5, a junior from Tippecanoe.
Can't make a mistake. Got to be clean. Have great breakouts off your walls. Control your breathing. A lot goes into this 20 seconds, 21 seconds.
A lot of energy.
A lot of energy.
A lot of quickness, a lot of speed.
Everyone wants to be a 50 guy, too.
Yes.
Everybody thinks they're a 50 person. And it's a unique breed. They're explosive, fast twitch usually. We'll see how these fellas do here. Start so critical. You got to get your entry to be clean. You have to have a clean breakout. Then you got to control your head position, make sure your breathing is effective, and nail the wall. Great start in lane 5. That was Jay Bell. And here comes Zach. And in lane 2, Sam Vester right there with them. Looks like Apple, Vester.
Apple.
And Apple gets it, 21:32. Jay Bell gets second, Vester third. Bell goes 21:59. Vester 21:73. That's a good set of sprints right there. Just off the time from this morning.
Girls 100-yard butterfly. B final, swimming lane 1, Tara Fears of Kings. Lane 2, Bailey Cahill, Tippecanoe. Lane 3, Izzy Murray, Taylor. Lane 4, Lucy Callard, freshman, Seven Hills. Lane 5, Marie Dawkins, Kettering Fairmont. Lane 6, Tiffany Yu, Mason. Lane 7, Ariel Arnett, Tippecanoe. And lane 8, Abby Essler, junior from Mason.
Okay, and our top seed, Lucy Callard, was 59.7, and Marie Dockin from Kettering Fairmont was 59.9. All the other girls were 00, so it's going to be a tight race.
Lucy Callard making her classic debut. Talented freshman.
Yes. And,
in the area of Greater Cincinnati.
See here, Jenny Forster holds the record at 56.16. We've said that name several times over the years. 2005, hard to believe, 2005, 10 years ago.
The years just fly by.
Wow, that's amazing to me. Hey, good start, clean. All the girls came up pretty even right there. And Callard out to an early lead. Lane 2, that's Bailey Cahill out of Tippecanoe. Taking it out fast. Callard right there in second. And they touch the wall together. We'll come down to the third 25 here. Looks like Callard took a little bit of the lead there. Becky Cahill in second. Now up in lane 7, Ariel Arnett out of Tippecanoe. So we have 2 Tippecanoe swimmers there.
Lucy Callard coming on
Callard
strong.
getting a little bit of an advantage off that third wall. Powering home. Lucy Callard pulling away. And she goes 57-1. Wow, that's a great swim. Lane 2, Cahill ends up with a 58.3. So all the girls had a good drop there. We had another girl,
Tiffany Yu from Mason, 59.88.
Yeah, so we had 3 get under a minute there.
So A finals, lane 1, Megan Sichterman, Kings. Lane 2, Madeline Schaefer, Springfield. Lane 3, Marissa Delgado, St. Ursula. Lane 4, Ashley Volpenheim, Mason. Lane 6, Ashley Volkerding. We just saw these two swimming against each other.
That's a tough double, going the 50 frees and the 50 and the 100 flies back to back, but it's been done before.
Volkerding, St. Ursula. Lane 6, Hannah Smith, Beaver Creek. Lane 7, Margaret Burning, Katerine Fairmont. Lane 8, Kiera Hassel, Walnut Hills.
It's one thing to do that double, Mike, in prelims when there's a big group at the site. It's another thing when you have a heat. Makes a difference. They have less recovery time. These kids are pretty resilient. They can bounce back pretty quickly, so we'll see how they do. That's where all the training comes into play. And another great start out of Ashley right there.
Volpenheim set the record there. Volkerding finished 4th. Now they're right back in the water. I love it. In lane 1, that's Sichterman. She was 4th in the state meet last year.
Okay. Ashley holding on to the lead right there.
Good enough for 26-7. Margaret Burning second in lane 7. This is going to be a close race.
Volkenheim out 26-7. Gonna have to come home. Got a shot at the record. Come back 29 low.
The record is a 56-16.
Oh, here comes Delgado in lane 6. She's very powerful. And in lane 2, Mally Schaefer, who's having a very good meet. 56-84. Not going to get the record, but a victory nevertheless. Hannah Smith out of Beaver Creek gets second, 57-04. Schaefer gets third with a 57-05, 1/100th behind. So a great set of 100 flies there.
Okay, boys 100 butterfly. B final, lane 1, Liam Halpin, Oakwood. Lane 2, Cody Bybee of Bellbrook. Lane 3, Chet Dobson, Madera. Lane 4, Grant Carr, St. Xavier. Lane 5, Gordon Wheeler, St. Xavier. Lane 6, Jonathan Erickson, Turpin. Lane 7, Mason McCargish, Eaton. And lane 8, Keith Jesse, Lakota East.
Gordon Wheeler out first in lane 5, St. Xavier. Lane 2 also very strong. Cody Bybee from Bellbrook, a freshman, out really well. 24-2. Wheeler holding second. The battle for up in lane 3 now. That's Chet Dobson out of Madera coming up. Lane 2 holding the lead. Cody. Good underwater out of Cody right there. Purple cap at the top of the screen. He's running away from the field. What a great race. 51-89. Where was that this morning? Boy, he dropped 3 seconds. That's a lot in 100. 2.5. Finishing second, that was Jonathan Erickson.
And third goes to Gordon Wheeler, 53-82.
Jonathan went 53-74, so he's tied.
So championship finals, or A finals, as they call it now these days. Swimming in lane 1, Max Chow, Wyoming. Lane 2, Jacob Polquin, Knoller. Lane 3, Chris Karen, Centerville. Lane 4, Tommy Cope, Vandalia Butler. Lane 5, Mark Hampshire, Sycamore. Lane 6, Kevin George, Muller. Lane 7, Jacob Waters, St. Xavier. And lane 8, Alex Fortman, Madera.
Your number 1 seed comes in with a time of 51.94. He finished 6th in this event last year. From Vandalia, Butler, Tommy Cope.
Okay. As they're announcing the heats, we'll bring you our record holder, Josh Qualls, out of Wilmington. He went 49.96, 2013, one of the more recent records. Tommy Cope this morning went 51.94. And Mike, what's interesting is our winner of our console heat would have had the top time had he done that in the morning.
You know,
yeah, maybe he missed a wall, maybe he slipped.
No, I'll
maybe
tell you exactly what it was.
All right.
You hear my opinion?
Yeah.
Because of the enormity of the meet,
yeah,
and the prelims get over it in time to give people recovery for the night time. The warm-ups in most cases are 6 a.m.
Right.
And they're getting up at 5 a.m. I know several schools are on buses at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
They're waking up at 4:30 in the morning. These kids can't get up that early to do it.
Well,
it's tough.
Yeah, it does make it a challenge.
I guarantee you, 9 times out of 10, when you see that, that's the reason.
Could have slipped off a block. Could have done something.
Could have, yes. I'm going to put my money on not able to get up and go that early after waking up at 4 a.m. to get to the bus at 5 a.m.
Fair enough. Okay, lane 4.
And that's no one's fault.
Tommy
that's
Cope.
That's no one's fault.
Tommy Cope out in 23.6. He's going to be right there. He brings it home. He's got a shot at the record. Mark Hatcher coming up strong now. Hatcher taking the lead. It's all to the finish. Hatcher gets a victory.
51-34. 51-34. 51 second place Tommy Cope. 51-72, and a great second 50 swimming in lane 1. 51-87 Max Chow of Wyoming. The third place.
And now we head to the 100 backstroke, also a high school contested event. Hannah Whiteley holds the record from last year, 55-79. And Hannah, we'll see her in the second heat.
Swimming in lane 1, Amanda Deller, Macaulay. Lane 2, Brooke Woolard, Marymount. Lane 3, Allie Miller, Springfield Catholic Central. Lane 4, Peyton Kiner, Cincinnati Christian. Lane 5, Lizzie Drupp, Indian Hill. Lane 6, Julia Volpenheim, Mason. Lane 7, Katie Sickinger, Oakwood. And lane 8, Carolyn Blood, Ursuline Academy. That last swim, Chow, I gotta say, he knows how to bring home a race. And that was swimming in lane 1. I had all counted him out. I thought he was way back there.
Well, I know you trained him to do that, so.
He does it to excess. He'd give you some gray hairs watching him swim, but he does seem to have the knack of being able to do that. And if he goes out too fast, it's not too pretty at the end. So he's finding that fine line.
You got to know what you can do. That's
he's
for sure.
if he just holds out a little smooth at the beginning, he seems to be able to have the ability to bring it back. But that was unbelievable. So as we're waiting to start,
a little delay here.
100 back, we've already set the field.
And they're off. Peyton Kiner out into a very quick first start there.
Amanda Della and Brooke Woolard out there also.
Lane 2 now coming up. That's Brooke Woolard out of Marymount. Kind of running away with it. Only Woolard in second in range. Good underwater right there. Nice breakout. She's got a nice body length lead. Going for the victory. Going to have an easy win here in the console heat. She does do well at night. 57.65. Second place, that's Woolard out of Marymount with a time of 59.27. And in third place, that would be Caroline Blood from First Line. Caroline went 59.59. And now we're to our championship final.
Swimming in lane 1, Grace Hoffman of Centerville. Lane 2, Marianne Kamen of Springboro. Lane 3, Claire Goldbuck, Kettering Alter. Lane 4, Hannah Whiteley, Springboro. Lane 5, Shelley Zelnick, Troy. Lane 6, Emma Otten, Fairfield. Lane 7, Hannah Foster, St. Ursula. And lane 8, Devin Lanstra of Indian Hill.
Swimming in lane 5, a senior from Troy, Shelley Zelnick. Swimming in lane 6, a sophomore from Fairfield.
Hannah Whiteley set the record last year with a 59.79.
She's a freshman from St. Ursula, Hannah Foster.
Out of Springboro.
Junior from Indian Hill, Devin Lanstra.
And she's just a junior, so she set that record as a sophomore. We have 2 seniors in this field.
Hannah Whiteley in lane 4.
Whiteley is outstanding.
55.79. She's already been faster than that tonight. She was 55.
Outstanding underwater. If you watch her coming off this wall, you can see the explosiveness with her legs. And that's where she gains a huge advantage. On top, her tempo is strong. Zelnick is right there swimming strong as well, as is Marie Copeland out in lane 2. She's out in 26.75. She's going to have to go to get a record. Come back in 29 low, she'll get it. Good challenge by Zelnick. So White put it on. Whiteley all the way to the finish. She's going to break her record again. 54.52. Unsuited, swimming very well. Zelnick gets second with a 55.97. And up in lane 2, Kaufman with a 56.64. All right. Well, we've had another record broken.
Number 3 of the night?
I think it is.
Yes. Boys 100 backstroke. Swimming in E-finals. Lane 1, Jacob Polkwin, Muller. Lane 2, Cooper Keener, Walnut Hills. Lane 3, Liam Moran, St. Xavier. Lane 4, Matthew McDonald, Dakota East. Lane 5, Luke Sobolewski, St. Xavier. Lane 6, Corey Shanahan, Vandalia Butler. Lane 7, Jimmy Kolosiki, Kings. And lane 8, John Sampson of Bellbrook.
Lane 1, junior from Wallow Pelican. Lane 2 from Walnut Hills, junior Keener. Lane 3, a senior from St. X, Moran. And lane 4.
All right, lane 1 out fast, lane 8 out fast. Jacob Pelquin in lane 1, Moeller. John Sampson, Bellbrook, a freshman, in lane 8. As they touch right together, 25.7, 25.6. Outside, an inverted, unusual for the 2 outside lanes to be way out in front of the middle of the pool.
I'm telling you, 4 a.m. bus ride, 5 a.m. bus ride.
Hey, these guys in the middle of the pool got up at the same time. And it's coming down to lanes 1 and 8. It's hard to call because they're so far apart. Lane 8 gets the victory.
Look at that, 1-2, lane 8 and 1.
That's
you
very
never see
unusual.
that.
Yeah, see it occasionally.
Very rarely.
All right, very rarely. 52.7.
It's kind of neat.
Out of Jacob. 52.5 for our victor, John Sampson out of Belleville, freshman.
A finals swimming lane 1, Mark Cancer, Sycamore. Lane 2, Dylan Curtis, Centerville. Lane 3, Cooper Hodge, Moeller. Lane 4, James Ray, St. Xavier. Lane 5, Mark Andrew, Middletown. Lane 6, Matthew Markhart, Seven Hills. Lane 7, Justin Grender, St. Xavier. Lane 8, Noah Warabetz, Moeller.
Your number 1 seed comes in tonight with a time of 51:59. A senior from St. Xavier. He was 5th in this event last year.
And the record here, Mike, is by Pullman out of Beaver Creek. Last year, 48-42. Last year, both backstroke records were broken.
The senior from Middletown.
We'll see if we can break both backstroke records this year.
In lane 6, 3rd in this event last year, 52:22. A junior from Seven Hills.
Yeah, we look like our top seed with James Ray at 51.5.
7, a freshman from St. Xavier, Justin Grender.
Nearly 3 seconds off the record. So this is, someone's going to have to really step up, get close to that record. And they're off. They're the lead in lane 5. That was Mark Andrews. We saw him earlier hold on for the 400 IM record, or 400 IM record, yes. And it's tight. It's like a slight edge there in lane 6 coming off that wall. Matthew Marquardt. Cooper Hodge now in lane 3 is second. Mark Andrews right there as well. Marquardt, we saw him on the relay do a great job, and he's holding it up. A great wall there on the third wall. A little bit of trouble on his breakout. Looks like we could get Mark Andrews. Wow, that's a great double for him tonight. 50.3. Marquardt gets second with 50.7, and Hodge finishes third with 51.40. And now we're ready to go to an interview, Mike.
All right, I'm here with Ashley Volbenheim. She's a sophomore at Mason. Congratulations, you just won the 50 free and the 100 fly back-to-back. That's a pretty phenomenal back-to-back swim. Tell us about it.
Well, I mean, I didn't have a lot of time going from the 50 to the 100 fly, so I don't know. I think it was more like, I think the 50 helped me warm up for the 100 fly, and I felt really warmed up going into it, so I think that actually helped. And 50 is my favorite event, so I was really pumped to swim that and the 100 fly. So.
Yeah, you looked great in both events, but 50, you also broke the classic record. That's awesome. How'd that feel?
It felt really great. I mean, I was not expecting it at all. I didn't even know what it was, so going into it and like hearing it, it made me really excited.
Well, you're having some amazing races. You swimming anything else this tonight?
I had the 2 free relay at the end, and that's it.
All right. Well, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
That's quite a double.
It is a great double.
Go that 100 and that fly there. And that was a great double for Andrews right there, coming back. I mean, he was trailing by about a quarter body length going into the final turn and just muscled it out. He just blasted that last 25. 50.2. I mean, he really separated.
It's a great double. And great swimming there.
Coming off the 4 IM with a meet record and then coming right back and doing that. That's great.
Okay, girls 500-yard freestyle, time final event. So swimming in lane 1, Allie Wade, Ursuline Academy. Lane 2, Anna Delgado, St. Ursula. Lane 3, Katie Kerr, St. Ursula. Lane 4, Lucy Callard, Seven Hills. Lane 5, Sally Clough, Springboro. Lane 6, Allison Blaybaum, Mason. Lane 7, Stephanie Williams, Turpin. And Lane 8, Elizabeth Kane of Springfield.
And it looks like Lucy Callard taking the early lead, followed closely by Delgado, and we're ready for our interview.
All right, I'm here with St. Ursula. They won the 400 medley relay. They're gonna each tell you who they are and what leg they swam.
I'm Hannah Foster. I'm in 9th grade and I swim backstroke.
I'm Marissa Delgado. I'm a senior and I swim fly.
I'm Ashley Volkerding. I'm a freshman, and I swam the free leg.
I'm Josie Grody, and I'm a sophomore, and I swam the breaststroke.
Now, have you guys swam the relay together before as a group?
I think this morning was our first time as us four swimming this relay together.
And how'd that go for you guys?
It was definitely really fun this morning. I think we had a really nice prelim swim, and then we came here really excited to be seated first. So.
Well, you guys did a great job tonight. Anything else you want to share with us?
We're just really excited for our season. We got a really good team this year, so we're ready to see what we can do at the end of the season.
All right, well, good luck to you. Thank you.
Okay, and we resume, and Lucy Callard is now about a body and a half ahead. Went out very, very strong with a 56, being followed by Delgado, freshman, in lane 2, and her teammate Katie Kerr, also a senior from St. Ursula. And 157, strong first 200 for Katie, for Lucy. Now in lane 6, Allison Blabom, freshman out of Mason.
Looking to get under 505 here. She comes in with a 500.
And Lucy's got a good rhythm going right there. You can see she's about 3 body lengths ahead. Doing a great job pulling bottom arm, bringing second stroke. We got a good race for second right now. 3 Vine, Delgado, Kerr, and Blabom. And Lucy Callard pulling away from the field. And this is a time final event, so her time could place her into the evening's championship seeds. And she's staying strong. She's at 3:59 right now. Allison in lane 6 has pulled away a little bit and found for second. Lucy holding on. Good battle for third. Blabom right there. And you can see her at the bottom of the screen. Callard in a commanding lead. 3:30 right there at the 3:50 mark.
150 yards to go.
Blabom in second. The battle now for third. Teammates Delgado and Kerr swimming right together. Callard looking very strong. 400. Blabom second. 405. 407's out of the 2 St. Ursula girls, Delgado and Kerr. Very nice. Great swim out of the freshman, Lucy Callard. And she gets the bell lap. You hear the bell ringing. She's got a commanding lead. She's turning it on. She's got a chance to go under 5 minutes right here. She can bring it home. Looks more like a 500 right here. Blabom is going to finish second, and the battle is for third now. Here comes Callard to her finish. And she goes 5:00:23 for the victory. Blabom will be second, and it looks like Delgado pulled away for third. Blabom with 5:08:35. Delgado 5:10:21. So very good swims out of those 3, all 4 girls. And now we're going to the top 8 seeds. I was just making comment, Mike, that Lucy's time could put her in the top 8 if she is faster than some of these athletes in the next heat.
She's swimming very well. Swimming in the top 8 qualifying heat. Lane 1, Megan Sichterman, Kings. Lane 2, Anna Lynch, Oakwood. Lane 3, Claire Gilmore, Marymount. Lane 4, Sydney Lofquist, Ursuline. Lane 5, Emma King of Centerville. Lane 6, Allie Wooden of Cincinnati Country Day. Lane 7, Nicole Swartz of Centerville. Lane 8, Molly Zelch, St. Ursula.
It's a strong field. We've got Lofkus, who won our 400 IM, and Allie Wooden in a near record time in our 200 free. So this should be a great race. Emma King with a strong 54 entry time. Gilmore at 54. All very outstanding 500 swimmers. Let's see. All 8 of these athletes are seated with times at 4:58 or better. It should be a great race.
Once again, this is a time final, so that 5:00.23 that Lucy Caller just swam could be our top time. We'll target our times against that.
And out in the early lead, that's Allie Wooden up in lane 6. Lane 4, Lundquist. Amanda Smith holds this record at 4:53.10, and it was tied last year by Joey Thatcher, also with a 4:53.10. So 2007, 2013. Actually, so it was 2 years ago. And Lofquist has taken the early lead here, followed by Wooden. You can see them, Lofquist up there in lane 4, Wooden in lane 6.
56-1 for Sydney Lofquist, our early leader. Claire Gilmore in
Emma King holding 3rd. Gilmore in 4th.
500 at the state meet last year. This is star-studded.
Hannah Lynch in lane 2.
Schwartz, 5th at the state meet last year.
In 5th right now.
Lane 7, Molly Zilch also scored.
Lofquist out in 126.02. Wooden 126.7, so very tight. Wooden can see her. You can see her breathing to her right. She's on her hip. And a very good race there.
Is our fastest intermediate split at the 200. That was the last hit by Lucy Caller. 157, looks like we're going to be a little bit ahead of that. 156.1, 156.
And they're holding 30 points and 29 highs. 156s.
Sydney Lofquist went 4:57 last year when she won this race. 4:57.45.
It's a good battle for 3rd.
We approach the 250.
3 girls there.
228.7 was
We've got
the fastest split. We're ahead of that identical.
Lynch in 2, Gilmore in 3.
226.5 for Allie Wooden and Sydney Lofquist, 2 seniors who
Emma
have
King also.
careers with their respective high school. Both of them will be teammates next year at University of Southern California.
Yeah, that's a unique thing, Mike. We've got 2 girls swimming right there beside each other. They're going to both be, and Allie Wooden has taken a lead. She is accelerating and making her move at the right time.
This is going to be good.
And Lundquist is right there with her. They can see each other, so they're well aware of what's going on. And Wooden taking about a half a body length. She's working her walls a little bit, picked her legs up there.
Moving out a little bit here as we approach the 350. Full body.
Wooden more of a freestyle specialist. Lundquist because an IM and great 500 swimmer as well. Then 442. And Allie Wooden, who is swimming this event very well. She now has taken a commanding lead. Sydney in 2nd, and the battle is for 3rd. We've got Emily King right now holding that 3rd slot. Amanda Lynch and Gilmore challenging as well. And Allie Wooden pulling away. Lundquist, she now has a 3-second lead. 3-second lead, so she's really feeling. She's having a great night. Very exciting for her. Lundquist is in a solid 2nd. And like I said, the battle now between lane lanes 2 and lane 5. Lynch and King for third. Allie Wooden at 25. 4:25. She's going to get the victory. This turned out to be a great race for her. And Allie pulling away. She's going to get the victory. Sydney will be second. That's a great swim for Allie. 4:55.35. And lunch was 5:01.25. That would mean that Lucy Callard was second overall with her time from the earlier heat. In third place, which would actually be fourth place now, Anna Lynch with a 5:05.49. So some great swims out of both those heats.
Okay, we're gonna get the boys heat 1 of 500 free sit up, and it looks like we have a lineup of interviews coming up. So we will go lane 1, Mac Lewis of Marymount. Lane 2, Hank Seifert of Xenia. Lane 3, Jonathan Erickson of Turpin. Lane 4, Tim Hagemeister, Seven Hills. Lane 5, Stephen Barrett, Wyoming. Lane 6, Nate Jonas, St. Xavier. Lane 7, Liam Grabert, Turpin. And lane 8, Jonathan Prangley, St. Xavier.
And out in lane 1.
All right, we have the winning Moeller 400 medley relay team here. We've got Noah, Cooper, Jacob, and Kevin. And tell us what year you are.
I'm a senior. Junior. Senior.
Great. Now, Noah, you got the relay started off with a 50.3 on your backstroke. What's your goal leading off that relay?
My goal was just to get as far in the lead as possible and have a good race with all the other guys.
Fantastic. And Cooper, you have a heavy night tonight. How did you feel going into that breaststroke?
I was pretty excited. I don't know. I really like getting up on relays, especially the 400 medley, because we won that last year, so it was really nice to be able to win again.
Fantastic. And Jacob, you were the only one not on that relay last year. How's it feel stepping into the shoes and bringing home a win for Moeller?
Feels pretty good.
And Kevin, you brought it home in a 46.9. Good race on the end. How do you feel winning again this year?
It was awesome. It was a lot of fun bringing it home, and I wish we could do it again next year, but we can't because hopefully I graduate. So.
Well, congratulations again, guys. Way to get the meet started off right.
Thank you.
All right, Mike, now we get back to our 500 freestyle here. I think we'll have an interview here in a moment, but let's see how we're progressing. Looks like lane 6 has the lead there. That's Nate Jonas out of St. Xavier, a junior. Out in 150 at the 200 mark. That's a good solid first two. Lane 3 also swimming very well. Jonathan Erickson out of Turpin, a junior. Right there, we can see at the top of the field, lanes 2, 3, and 4 all together. Hank Seifert and Tim Hagemeister.
Yes, Hagemeister.
Nate Jonas in 6 as well. So all 4 of those guys right in the hunt. Coming up on the 300 mark. And again, these times are seeded times, so any of these fellows who go a time faster than the athletes in the next event, next heat, will be able to move forward in their final placing. And there's a very tight race right there. See all three boys turning together. Slight edge right now. Hank Seifert out of Xenia. Lane 3, that's Jonathan Erickson out of Turpin with a slight lead. It's a good battle.
Great swim in this heat 3 of 4, as we have 4 swimmers swimming within a body length of each other. Out in lane 7 now, that's Liam Brewer, senior from Turpin now trying to join the top.
Now Seifert's come up, taking the lead.
400 yards down with Erickson and the lead.
Now Erickson out of Turpin. Erickson holding off Seven Hills. Hagenmeister. And we hear the bell lap. Erickson. Here comes Seifert. Here comes Seifert taking the lead. Exploding. Wow, what a great last 50 he's putting together here. Wow, he looks really strong. Hank Seifert, Xenia. Wow. 4:38.39. He brought it home well. He was seated at a 39.2, so just under his seed time. Jonathan Erickson got second. Tim Hagenmeister from Seven Hills, sophomore, gets third. 4:42.16. Now we go to our final heat of 8 from their seed times.
Swimming in lane 1, Christian Imbus, St. Xavier. Lane 2, Joel Thatcher, Mason. Lane 3, Jackson Higgins, Oakwood. Lane 4, Hassler Carroll, Anderson. Lane 5, Joshua McDonald, Lakota East. Lane 6, Justin Hove, Mason. Lane 7, Matt Slaby, St. Xavier. Lane 8, Patrick Butkovich, St. Xavier.
Jackson Higgins. Your number 1 seed comes in at a time of 4:30.23.
We're going to go to an interview here in a bit.
Lane 5, a sophomore from Lakota East. He finished 3rd in this event last year, Joshua McDonald. In lane 6, 15 in this event last year, a senior from Mason, Justin Hove. In lane 7, a junior from St. Xavier, 6th in this event last year, Matt Slavey. And in lane 8, a sophomore from St. Xavier, Patrick Butkovich.
Okay, 20 links to the pool, Mike. The top seed. Hessler, Keller, Anderson, Jr. Higgins with the early lead, had a very nice start and breakout. He's going out after it.
All right, let's head on over for our interview.
Hi, I'm with Hannah Whiteley here. She's a Springboro junior who just won the 100 backstroke. Hannah, tell us how that felt.
Well, felt good. It hurt, but I mean, it was a good time, so I'm happy with that.
And you beat your record from last year?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So, what are you looking forward to next?
I'm looking forward to, districts and tapering for that, and doing well. States even, yeah.
And how many years in a row now have you won this event?
I mean, I think I won it my freshman and sophomore year.
That's awesome. All right, so 3rd year in a row. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, good job. Yep.
Okay, and we're back to the race now. And lane 3, Jackson Higgins. He's really gone after it. He went in on his start and clean breakout and took the lead, and he's, as the great legendary Marshall Adams would say, take the lead and improve on your position. He's doing that. Look at that. My goodness, he's got a 3.5 body length lead. He's out in 1:45, and think about that. You know, our winning time in the 200 free wasn't a whole lot faster. That would have been in our final heat, right what it took to get in the final heat. So he's gone out very well. He holds that pace. The other guys are trying to reel him in, but he's holding it. And let's see, the record in this event is 4:28. David Moscow, St. Xavier, 2007, ended up swimming at Stanford. And our leader holding it together right there. And he's out in he's at 2:49.9 at the 300 mark. So not quite on. Gonna have to have a great last 200 challenge the record. It's got to be 1:48 in the last 200 to be right there. We think the record's probably safe, but still going to be a good time. He's starting to have the field pull back on him a little bit. They're starting to come after him. That's Carol Hessler, who had a great back half of his 200 free, so he's coming up on it. And he's battling McDonald from Lakota East. Anderson, Lakota East, battling right there for second. Our Oakwood senior, Jackson Higgins, holding the lead. He's still there. Now there's 100 to go, and I know that Hessler's going to charge right here. And it may just not be enough. Always great to watch the strategy of these races. They're a little bit longer.
I'm sure they enjoy swimming their strategy.
Now, what Jackson should do is move to the outside of his lane, try to get away. Hessler's dragging off of him right now, and he's helping him come back. And
remember what you said earlier about kids and what events they want to do?
Yeah.
Swim the 50.
They all want to swim the 50, but you know, this is an event that is an awfully good one. So there we go. We've got the young man from Oakwood's going to hold on. Hessler made a valiant effort. Joshua McDonald's going to get third. They went 4:31, about 3 seconds off the meet record. Carroll was 4:34.24 and 4:36.50 out of McDonald's. So 3 good 500s right there.
Okay, so now we go to 50 breast. Girls 50 breaststroke. Swimming lane 1, Sydney Day, Cincinnati Hill. Lane 2, Haley Fortson, Mason. Lane 3, Kira Hughes, Cincinnati Country Day. Lane 4, Katie Winter, Turpin. Lane 5, Rachel Lilly, Turpin. Lane 6, Elise Brandwine, Mason. Lane 7, Reagan Lemke, Germantown, Valley View. And lane 8, Sabrina Ball, Waynesville. And it looks like we'll have a quick interview at the very beginning of this race. It'll be good to get it in right now.
We're here with Mark Hancher from Sycamore in what was one of the most exciting races of the night, the men's 100 butterfly. Mark, you gentlemen came down to the wire head-to-head last 12.5. What got you to the wall first?
This morning, my finish was a little lackadaisical. I came in floating. My coach made a really emphatic point to tell me to finish in hard with my head down, so that's what I was concentrating on in my last 25.
So you owe a lot to the reminders from your coach.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're a senior. What does it mean to win this event as a senior for Sycamore?
Well, honestly, coming in, I was just trying to drop time from this morning's time. I knew I had gone a 51 earlier this season. I just wanted to break 52, and I had watched my friend Charlie Fry win the 100 freestyle 2 years ago as a senior, and I've always looked up to him, and I thought it'd be great to do him proud and win an event tonight.
Well, congratulations. Hopefully you inspired a younger swimmer on your team tonight as well.
I hope so. Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, so
Good job, Meredith.
This event is a junior varsity event, Mike. Why don't you explain to the audience what that means?
Well, these events are placed in the order of events. They're not high school events, and they're not, usually swimmers of this age do not swim 50s of the specialty strokes, but they want to get, the purpose and intent is to give the non-club swim athletes the opportunity to swim at night by swimming in these events. If they're a district qualifier from a year ago, you're not allowed to swim in finals.
Right.
So if you're entered in it and you made districts a year ago, you're automatically removed from finals. You're not allowed to swim. So the club swimmers are not supposed to be entered in the events, and the district qualifiers are not permitted to swim in finals if they happen to be entered in the events.
And we've got the leader in lane 4, Katie Winter, who will win the event. And the console heat. Okay, so that's a 24-28.
34.
I'm sorry, 34-28. My eyes are getting old.
Swimming in the A finals. Lane 1, Devin Scarborough, Marymount. Lane 2, Alex Taylor, Ursuline. Lane 3, Anna Hesserman, Bellbrook. Lane 4, Fiona Kane, Marymount. Lane 5, Caroline Lees, St. Ursula. Lane 6, Senna Hankes, St. Ursula. Lane 7, Madison Forstoffel, Anderson. And lane 8, Katie McKieran, Lakota East.
We've got Zach Apple of Edgewood, the defending champion, now the two-time champion in the men's 50 freestyle. What did it mean to you, Zach, to win 2 years in a row here?
It was really special. I mean, it was really awesome to bring home the title for Edgewood. I mean, we really haven't had a strong swimming background, so bringing it home twice in a row was really special.
So the 50 is such a furious race. Tell us a little bit about your strategy. You came off the wall at the turn and really made your move on the second 25. Is that something you work on?
Yeah, I mean, you definitely have to work on every part of the race. There's no room for mistakes. I was a little slower off the start than I would have liked to have been, but I definitely came back on the turn and worked the underwater.
Fantastic. And your plans next year?
I'm actually going to be attending Western Kentucky University.
Congratulations and good luck.
Western Kentucky, Coach Bill Powell, legend down there, since retired. And lane 4 looks like going to get the victory. And she does, 33-32. That's Cleona Kane from Marymount High School, sophomore. Finishing second, Caroline Lays from St. Ursula. And now,
let's set the boys up real quick, and then let's go to the interview. Lane 1, swimming boys 50 breaststroke, Andrew Ferguson. Lane 2, Colton Klein. Lane 3, Charlie Paul. Lane 4, Griffin Manning. Lane 5, Scooter Winstall. Lane 6, Ben Love. Lane 7, Pete Breisinger. Lane 8, Aaron Paskey. Now we're ready for the interview.
We're here with Mark Andrew, the champion tonight in the 400 IM and the 100 backstroke. Mark, congratulations. You set the meet record in the 400 IM by almost 2 seconds. Tell us a little bit about your IM race.
I thought it was a pretty good race. I really had no idea what the record was going into it, so I just wanted to go out and have a good time. So it hurt a lot, but I think it was definitely worth it.
With the IM being first, you had a quick turnaround to the 100 backstroke. How do you prepare on a quick change like that?
I definitely didn't have as much time as I wanted to cool down and warm up for the 100 back. So I was a little bit slower than I wanted to be in the 100 back tonight, but it was still pretty good.
In the end, how did you pull it? That was a pretty tight race. How did you pull it out at the end?
Which race?
The backstroke.
I think I knew my underwaters weren't going to be as good as Matthew's, so I knew I had to kind of work the kick above the water, and I think I managed to do that in the last 25 pretty well.
Fantastic. And you're looking forward to what in the rest of your season?
I'm definitely looking forward to state and then YMCA Nationals in the spring. I'm going to try to win state this year. Been there before, but think I've got a better shot this year.
Fantastic. Congratulations and good luck.
Thank you.
Griffin Manning of Lakota West wins the breaststroke with a time of 30.35. Our top qualifiers for the 50 breast for the men, lane 1, Colin Wolf. Lane 2, Patrick Johnson. Lane 3, Kent Perry. Lane 4, Will Spaeth. Lane 5, Sam Muse. Lane 6, Jack Putnick. Lane 7, Drew Greismer. Lane 8, Evan Schlosser.
To make the top 10, you got to be under 28.96. Spaeth out with the early lead. Softball from St. X, their #1 seed. Here comes Patrick Johnson at 2.
Tight field. Looks like lane 4, slight lead. Will Spaeth. 29.60.
And Mike, we now go to a collegiate event.
Yes, the 200 breaststroke. Excited to watch this. Swimming in lane 1, Liz Monin of Mason. Lane 2, Noelle Kipp of Oakwood. Lane 3, Becca Prangley, Wyoming. Lane 4, Laramie Reed, Springfield Northeastern. Lane 5, Grace Stimson, Indian Hill. Lane 6, Megan Buzzy, Mercy. Lane 7, Claire Golba, Kettering Alter. Lane 8, Grace Seabird, Springfield Shawnee.
It's a tight field in the middle of the pool, 31s and 32s. Be a great race. And up in lane 2, Nicole Kipp out of Oakwood gets off to a quick start. Lane 8 as well. That's Grace Seabird, Springfield Shawnee. You see a lot of different varieties of breaststroke. Some that have great kicks will ride their stroke out further. Lane 2 out to a very commanding lead, 32.4, taking it out fast. That's Nicole Kipp. And she's holding the lead, followed by Lainey Reed, Springfield Northeastern freshman. And now you can see that Noel is extending. Lane Laramie Reed is in second. It's coming up. Looks like she's challenging to take the lead.
Here comes Reed. Here comes Stimson in lane 5.
And she has Laramie Reed from Springfield Northeastern, freshman. Grace Simpson now. Grace Simpson in lane 5, coming up strong, trying to challenge. We still have Kipp in lane 2 right there. So they're 1, 2, 3. Rebecca Prangley in third, or in lane 3 is in fourth.
226 pace here. It'll be a very nice swim. 231 this morning.
And it looks like Laramie Reed's going to pull away a bit. Kipp in 2 is hanging tough. It's a battle for third now. Prangley and Simpson. Prangley from Wyoming. Simpson from Indian Hill.
Cowboys and Indians.
Cowboys and Indians, that's right. And Reed wins with a time of 2:27.85, followed by Kipp in lane 2 with a 29.71, 2:29.71, and finishing third, Grace Stimson, 2:31.04. So good swims for this evening.
Okay, sitting the A finals for the girls 200 breaststroke. Swimming lane 1, Morgan Massey, Dayton Carroll. Lane 2, Sarah Serber, Beaver Creek. Lane 3, Leah Dupree, Marymount. Lane 4, Josie Grody, St. Ursula. Lane 5, Michelle Prayson, Kettering Alter. Lane 6, Shelley Zelnick, Troy. Lane 7, Josephine Waller, Mason. Lane 8, Laura Morris, Ursuline Academy. Looks like we'll get a quick interview at the beginning of this race with a young male athlete.
Lead record set back in 1993 by Rachel Guston from Seven Hills, 2:17.21. Our top seed, Josie Grody, comes in with a 2:24.7. She's had a good night so far. She was the breaststroker on the Ursula relay.
We're here with Will Spade from St. Xavier High School, the winner of the men's 50 breaststroke. Will, the 50 is such a short breaststroke event. How do you switch from something like the 100 or 200 to winning the 50?
In the 50 breaststroke, I really work on pushing myself to like my limit. As I would in the 100, I'd more like stretch out my stroke.
Excellent, and you're from St. Xavier, the host of this event tonight. With such a rich swimming tradition, what does it mean for a sophomore like you to win an event for your school?
It feels nice to represent the team as a whole, and it really feels like redeeming to pay off all that practice we did in.
Well, fantastic. Congratulations, Will, and good luck.
Thank you.
Okay, and we're back to the race. And in lane 6, Shelley Zelnick out of Troy, the early lead out in 107.3. Followed by Josie Grody out of St. Ursula. In third, Leah Dupree, strong 200 breaststroke swimmer. In third. It's a good battle.
Here comes Leah Dupree, our defending
Josie
champion.
Grody. Zelnick holding the lead.
37-1, Dupree with the fastest third 50 at 36.4. This is going to be a tight one. Zelnick trying to get away.
Grody right there. Here comes Leah Dupree. They're right together. This 7th wall, very critical. Good pull-outs. Dupree is very powerful coming home. Looks like Zelnick trying to hold it off. Going to come right down to the touch. Who gets to the wall cleanly? A little bit of a glide there. Zelnick gets the victory. He almost glided too much. 2:22.34. And Dupree gets up for second at 2:22.92, 2:23.08 for Grody. Now, that record was held by Rachel Guston from 1993. 2:17.21, so not quite to that point, but very good swims.
That brings us to the boys. We'll set the lineup, and then we'll probably go over for an interview, it looks like. So swimming in lane 1, Sam McCarthy of Centerville. Lane 2, Mitchell Ellis at Fairfield. Lane 3, Dominic Harry, Dayton Carroll. Lane 4, Alex Wade, St. Xavier. Lane 5, Luke Van Gorp, St. Xavier. Lane 6, Keith Jesse, Lakota East. Lane 7, Eric Knowles, Xenia Christian. And lane 8, Nathaniel Lowry of Centerville.
Lane 2, senior from Fairfield, Mitchell Ellis. Lane 3, sophomore from Dayton Carroll, Dominic Harry. Lane 4, freshman from St. Xavier, Alex Wade.
Yeah, pretty even field right now. Looks like lane 2, Mitchell Ellis from Fairfield, a senior, out in the early lead. Up in lane 8, that's also Nathaniel Lowry at Centerville. He's actually slightly ahead. It looks good up there he was at the bottom of our screen. And we're ready for an interview.
Sophomore at Marymount, You swam the 50 breaststroke and won, right?
Yes, I did.
How'd that race go for you?
It was good. It's really quick, so I really like it.
Yeah? And is this your, like, in terms of the Classic, is this your first time at the Classic?
Second time, yeah.
Awesome. What else are you swimming?
Today I swam 100 fly and I didn't qualify, but tomorrow I have 100 IM and 50 fly, so hopefully I'll qualify on that.
Awesome. Well, good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank you.
Congratulations.
3 swimmers, third now. Knowles, Lowry, Ellis.
Okay, now Ellis is taking the lead in lane 2. You can see he's accelerating there, top of the screen with a red cap. And he's got a good margin there. And his challengers are coming from the bottom of the screen. You can see them right there. That's Eric Knowles and Nathaniel Lowry from Xenia Christian and Centerville, respectively. And he gets the victory. Ellis goes 2:11.05. And he was seated with a time of 2:14.2, so it's a good drop for him. Knowles finishes at 2:11.94, followed by Lowry at 2:12.26.
Now we go in the championship finals of the 200-yard breaststroke for the boys. Lane 1, Charles Leapson, St. Xavier. Lane 2, Zach Baker, Springboro. Lane 3, Dylan Frost, St. Xavier. Lane 4, Grant House, St. Xavier. Lane 5, Ryan Stevenson of Madera. Lane 6, Pierce Kaiser, Seven Hills. Lane 7, Blake Brockman, sophomore, St. Xavier. And lane 8, Tinder Sear, freshman, Seven Hills.
And last year, Cooper Hodge, swimming for Moeller, set the record at 2:01.56. And he's not swimming that this year, so our top seed is Grant House at 2:09.02. And we're setting the field here in the arena, Keating Auditorium.
Yes, I remember that race because he and Rudder had a big showdown, and he won that battle.
Yeah, that was a great swim for those two
earlier in the week. Rudder had gotten him in the 500 breaststroke because they entered in a dual meet in the 500 free, but they both chose to swim 500 breaststroke against each other.
Yeah, I recall that. A couple of maniacal coaches decided to see if we could get them to swim the 500 breast. It turned out to be quite an exciting event for those fellas. They enjoyed it. All right, and Grant House right there being challenged by Pierce Kaiser from Seven Hills, a senior. And they're right together. Pierce with a slight edge, 28.6 going out, so that's good first 50. Grant now starting to accelerate into the lead. They're in a very even heat. Ryan Stevenson from Cincinnati Madera right there as well. And Stevenson now is pulled even with Pierce. Grant still leading. And they go through at 1:01.7. 1:01.7. This is a good race. Grant House with a slight edge. And now in lane 2, making a run. That's Zach Becker out of Springboro. He's coming up really well. It's going to come down to this last 50. Momentum with Zach Becker from Springboro, a sophomore. These are all sophomores right here.
Ryan Stevenson having a great race.
Ryan Stevenson challenged by Grant trying to hold him off. It's going to come down to this 7th wall. Grant had a great pull out right there using his size. And he's holding it strong there. He's going to get the victory. Stevens going to be second, and then Becker, who came up very strong as third 50, is going to get third. All right, 2:05.85 for Grant. Stevenson's 2:06.90, and Becker was a 2:08.81. So very good swims in her breast. 2:05.81 for our winner, Grant House.
And now we go to the final two events of the evening, the girls and boys 200 freestyle relays. For the girls, swimming in heat 1, lane 1, Cincinnati Turpin, lane 2, Kings, lane 3, Indian Hill, lane 4, Beaver Creek, lane 5, Oakwood, lane 6, Marymount, lane 7, Wyoming, and lane 8, Anderson.
And this is a high school contested relay, so these athletes have swum this quite a few times already this year. A very exciting and explosive 450 sprint. And it looks like Marymount, that's Gilmore, getting out in front. Followed closely by Wyoming, that's Prangley. Oakwood right on her hip. 1-3 for Claire Gilmore, getting out into the lead. Leah Dupree, who we saw swim the breaststroke, is the second leg. It's a very tight field. Marymount holding a slight edge, followed closely by Oakwood and Beaver Creek. And now for Marymount, Brooke Waller. Still holding that lead, followed closely by Katie Sickinger out of Oakwood. And Marymount trying to go wire to wire. Katie Gaburo. Katie Gaburo holding the lead. It's a battle for second. And here comes lane 4. Marymount holds on. Gaburo, 139.83, followed closely by Beaver Creek, 139.99, and that would be Oakwood for third with a 140.61. And now we go to the championship final.
That would be lane 1, Springboro, lane 2, Sycamore, lane 3, Centerville, lane 4, Mason, lane 5, St. Ursula, lane 6, Ursuline Academy, lane 7, Versailles, and lane 8, Cincinnati Country Day.
And it's a very tight field. Mason had the top time, led by our 50 champion, Ashley Wilgenheim, to be our anchor. Won the state in the 50 last year. And we had a clean start. And up in lane 8, that's at the bottom of the screen. You can see that's at Allie Wooden. We saw her win a couple events tonight. And she is out to the early lead. Country Day. And Jenna McCrae goes into the water first there. You see him at the bottom of the screen there. It's hard to see. And lane 5, that's Cincinnati Ursula. St. Ursula. Taking.
Here comes Mason and Hessler swimming the second leg. Over into Ursula, their second. Annabelle on the water, 24 flat.
Now, Ursula is taking the lead, followed closely by Mason. And right there, Country Day holding on to third. Holly Jacobs still chasing.
136.6 is the
And it's going to come down to our final leg. Got a race in the middle. And our 50 champions pulling away. Now up for third, that's lane 6, Ursuline Academy. And Mason's going to get the victory. The time of 1:36.66 is the record. And they got it, 1:36.12, Ballard Mason. So
nice job.
22.78 on the anchor there, Mike. A great relay.
Two great swims there. And for the boys. Swimming
last
in lane
event.
1, Eaton. Lane 2, Lakota West. Lane 3, Oakwood. Lane 4, Vandalia Butler. Lane 5, Centerville. Lane 6, Springboro. Lane 7, Dayton Carroll. And lane 8, Cincinnati Turpin.
And this record was set in '99 by St. Xavier with a time of 1:25.74.
We've seen some good swims tonight.
Two records have been broken?
I think 3 records have been broken and 2 very close to some long-standing records.
Yes. Great swims. Okay, out in front, that's lane 5, Centerville. Dylan Curtis. Good start there by Nathan Lowry. We just saw him swim the breaststroke. Lane 1, Eaton. In second right now. Challenging Springboro. Centerville still holding the lead. And that's Sam McCarthy. Centerville still holding the lead, being challenged by Springboro. Right on his hip. Centerville has Chris Quarling. And a commanding body length lead. And it looks like Centerville's going to hold on here. Hit this wall. Did it. And Centerville getting the victory here with a time of 1:27.98, followed by up in lane 3, that's Oakwood, got up for second at 1:29.91 with a great 21-2 split. And now we're to our next interview.
I'm with Shelly Zelnick from Troy High School. She just won the 200 breaststroke, had a really great race. Shelly, why don't you tell us about it? Were you expecting to win?
I wasn't expecting to win at all. Breaststroke is just kind of an event that is like no pressure for me, so I just kind of wanted to have fun with it, and I'm really shocked with the outcome. It was a nice surprise.
Yeah, well, clearly you obviously had a great race, so do you think that was the key to your success? Is that, you know, relaxing?
Yeah, I definitely was super relaxed going into it, and I think that helped me. So I wasn't all scared and tense, and I didn't psych myself out. I don't know, I was super happy with it.
Well, congratulations on your race. What else do you have coming up?
Tomorrow I have the 200 backstroke and the 100 breaststroke.
All right, well, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Okay, final race of the evening. Boys A finals, 200-yard freestyle relay. Lane 1, Madera. Lane 2, Sycamore. Lane 3, Moeller. Lane 4, St. Xavier. Lane 5, Mason. Lane 6, Seven Hills. Lane 7, Wyoming. And lane 8, Lakota East.
Our final race of the evening. Joshua McDonald had a very nice start out in lane 8. And they all turn very, very even right there. Lane 2, Sycamore with the early lead. Here comes Xavier. That's Grant House taking the lead now with a powerful leg. Seven Hills now in second place. Seven Hills have had quite a showing. Xavier pulling away. They good position to win this race now with a good last leg here. 21-4 out of Justin Grinder. It's a race for second. Mason and Seven Hills battling. Xavier's going to win. All right, Xavier wins with a time of 1:26.56. Mason gets in for second at 1:28.17. Seven Hills finishes third with a time of 1:28.46. And that concludes our evening, Mike. It
looks like we have one more interview.
We're going to have an interview here.
Allie Wooden.
All right, we're back with Allie Wooden again. Great job again, once again. So 500 freestyle and the 200 freestyle tonight. How'd it feel to win the 500 free?
It felt amazing. Really good.
What do you think about the race? I mean, you said 500 free. Is that one of your races that you like to swim? Or?
It's not one of my favorite races. I don't swim it that often. I prefer 200, but it was different swimming it, but I enjoyed it, that's for sure.
You continued to get a lot faster during the race, and it looked really strong. Did it feel that way too?
It really did. As each 50 went on, I felt stronger, like you said.
Well, clearly you had that confidence going into it, and it really turned out really well. So congratulations to you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, well, thank you. Thank you very much. We had a great night here at finals on day one of the high school classic. We showed, we saw records being set. We saw old records being just about broken. Very strong swimming tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I thought the meet started off. Congratulations. The meet started off pretty well.
Couldn't fix your problem.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it worked out.
Meet started off well.
Started off well. You know, the thing that I noticed was that the kids tonight did a great job of you know, the relay composure. I thought their takeoffs were good. I thought attention to detail was good in our winners.
Before we go, it looks like we have one more.
Oh, we have another interview? Okay.
Yes, we have one more interview before we.
Okay, we'll go to that and we'll come back and finalize.
But
that's okay.
But it's just a great night as the kids are warming down. A great night. Now these kids come back tomorrow, and many of them are going to be on the bus very early tomorrow. And their prelim start at 8 o'clock, and they'll be swimming again tomorrow. Getting to come back tomorrow night for more.
We're here with Jackson Higgins from Oakwood High School.
We're ready for
He's a double winner tonight in the 200 and 500 freestyle. Jackson, tell us about the 200 where you went wire to wire and ended up with the second fastest time in meet history.
So I was in lane 1, and in prelims we were kind of at a bad pool, and I wasn't really expecting, or I didn't really know how fast everyone else would be in their different pools, and I ended up barely making it into the final heat. But it was still a pretty good time. It was only 2 seconds off the first place guy, and so going out in finals, I knew I had a chance to win, and I didn't really expect to win. But the first 100, I just kind of went out and saw how I compared to everyone else and how hard I was trying. And then eventually I knew I could pull out and get first, and I did.
And that first place guy, the gentleman who owns the record, Joe Hudepole, he set a national record. So you're in pretty good company there. In the 500, you also went wire to wire, went out, got a great lead. Is that a strategy that you work on in training?
Not really. In training, we just do a lot of threshold and a lot of distance and pulling and stuff. But as far as strategy goes, I'm not tapered for this meet, so I went out and felt, I just kind of tested to see how I felt going out, and then kind of paced it from there. So I knew how fast to come back. And I knew Hassler Carroll, who I think won D1 state last year, he backed after it a lot and won it. So I know I had to worry about that. But as far as strategy goes, I just kind of wung it.
Well, 2 fantastic swims, 2 fantastic wins. Congratulations and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Good job.
All right, Coach Benson, as we watch the kids warm down,
yes.
Who impressed you tonight? Who should we be looking for tomorrow?
Well,
big night.
I thought that Allie Wooden's 2 and 5 were outstanding.
Yes, great job.
Tremendous job. Guggenheim, Ashley's sprint and her flies. Now that double, that's a tough double. So on the girls' side, those really stand out. But
the boys' side?
On the boys' side, I'd have to say Mark Andrews. I mean, his 4 IM, 100 back, coming back right there at the end. Those were some outstanding doubles. So, there were so many great swims. I mean, the kids really good. I remember 3 or 4 years ago we came out of this meet. We thought, well, we had a lot of swims that looked tired, and I thought we looked a little fresher tonight as a group, as the final. So
we'll look forward to seeing more great swims tomorrow. That's it tonight.
Great.
On behalf of the entire Waycross community team, good night, and we'll see you tomorrow for day 2. Good night, everyone.
Copies of this program are available for $20 each. Send program title along with your address and check or money order to Waycross Community Media. Attention Dub Coordinator, 2086 Waycross Road, Forest Park, Ohio 45240. Or buy securely on the web at www.waycross.tv.